welcome to another edition of ChinnyVision. This time we're looking at lost caves on the Amstrad CPC. There's lots of Boulder Dash clones available for the 8-bit and 16-bit computers, and Lost Caves came out in 1989 for $2.99 on the Player's Premier label. You may notice a familiar name there on the title screen, Adam Waring, who was Spec Tech for your Sinclair, but also the technical editor of Amstrad Action. Before starting work as the full-time technical editor for Amstrad Action, Adam Waring was based up in Hull and part of a development team called Tag Computer Games, who program games such as Deathstalker and this game for Players. As we start the game, you'll see you've got a little character there who looks like Indiana Jones, and yes, it's a Boulder Dash clone, or Repton, if you will. You just simply go around, collect the diamonds, avoid the boulders and solve the puzzles. Fairly simple setup, but it's actually quite a difficult game. Because of the zoomed in view over games like Boulder Dash, you don't get a wider view of the playfield, which means often puzzle solving can be difficult because you've got to wander around the puzzle to get a scope of the area you're working in. But it's mainly wandering around. You in Indiana Jones character here wanders round, you solve puzzles. Here you can see we've just pushed a boulder down onto some baddies that are wandering around, and they will be killed. It can be quite difficult when you've got baddies wandering around to see them approaching. You really only get a 4 character or sprite window to see what's going on. You're in the middle there. There's about 4 blocks to the edge of the screen. So quite often, if you're setting up a bomb like that, it's going to go off the edge of the screen, and you're not going to see what the result is till you wander over there. Lost Caves does have quite a variety on the gameplay. There's different baddies, and as you can see there, we had no warning that was going to happen. And that's typical of Lost Caves, really. If you'd bought this game on budget, then frankly you'd be lucky to get off level 1. We're playing with a cheat here, and indeed when the game was given away free with Amstrad Action in I think it was Christmas 1990, Adam Waring himself hacked the game, so it came with a special menu screen that let you start from any level, which made the game much more enjoyable and let you see different parts of it. Because, to be honest, I've never completed level 1. I've nearly got there, but I've just had to go again and couldn't do it. It's really, really hard game, which is such a shame because this isn't a bad game at all. It's a good Boulder Dash clone. Boulder Dash on the CPC isn't particularly good, so it could be one of the better Boulder Dash type games for the CPC, but it really has these 2 problems. 1, the view is too zoomed in, and 2, it is just really difficult, partly because the view is so zoomed in, which is a shame because the graphics are quite nice. I know you can see around some of the sprites here, there's big black areas. Presumably this is ported over from the Spectrum, and on the Spectrum those big black areas would prevent colour clash. So there wasn't any 8x8 blocks overlapping to cause a tribute clash. No need for that to be happening on the CPC. The CPC can work on a pixel level, no tribute problems. So the black borders are really just lazy porting. You can see here we're on one of the final levels. There's quite a fiendish puzzle here that you've got to solve, and I've seemingly solved it first time here by just wandering around and setting the bombs off in the right way and going into the safe area. But actually it's taken me about 6 attempts to remember how to do that. And if you were starting from level 1, that kind of puzzle solving is quite harsh because you'd have to go back to the beginning of the game. You would have been playing this for probably an hour to get to that point. And the game's full of this kind of stuff. And you'll see here, we're going to go through this door. Now if we don't go down, which we don't, so I'm going to go up here and we're going to find a boulder. Go straight down. Now I've not excavated that bit at the bottom, so the boulder's going to come down, block the corridor, and that's it. I now can't complete the level because there's a diamond underneath that hidden wall section there. And Lost Caves is full of this stuff. It's not just unforgiving, it's so harsh. Such a shame because there's so much gameplay here for a $2.99 game. There's so much to do, and without a cheat, you're never going to see it. You're going to struggle to get off level 1, and just with a few tweaks this game could be so good. There is a Spectrum version of Lost Caves it's pretty much the same as the Amstrad. The Amstrad's been ported over from the Spec. Pretty much the same game, same gameplay, exactly the same zoomed in view. There's not much to choose between the two versions of the game really, but it's such a shame that with just a few gameplay tweaks, Lost Caves could be something really special. But as it is, it's just frustrating and slightly mediocre, and you just want to go and play Boulder Dash on your Atari or Commodore 64 really. Lost Caves is just simply a missed opportunity.